Hey, hey, morning. Next up, morning. Morning, there's a cute kitty. Just kidding. Next up, though, is morning.
Warning. When I'm an old woman, I shall wear purple with a red hat which doesn't go and doesn't suit me. And I shall spend my pension on brandy and summer gloves and satin sandals, and say we've no money for butter. I shall sit down on the pavement when I'm tired and gobble up samples in shops and press alarm bells and run my stick along the public railings and make up for the sobriety of my youth. I shall go out in my slippers in the rain and pick flowers in other people's gardens and learn to spit. You can wear terrible shirts and grow more fat and eat 3 pounds of sausages at a go, or only bread and pickle for a week and hoard pens and pencils and beer mats and things in boxes. But now we must have clothes that keep us dry and pay our rent and not swear in the street and set a good example for the children. We must have friends to dinner and read the papers. But maybe I ought to practice a little now, so people who know me are not too shocked and surprised when suddenly I am old and start to wear purple. Man, I am living for this poem. Maybe it's just the quarantine talking, but I love this idea of breaking those societal expectations, those gender expectations. I'm really looking forward to telling you what I liked, but let me back up a little bit. The summary that I have: societal and gender expectations are explored when the speaker describes slightly rebellious behavior that she hopes to engage in the coming years. So now, let's go straight into the subjects. I see responsibility, stages of life, freedom, societal expectations, and tradition, all as subjects that come up in this poem. I was tempted to mark everything in purple, but that is besides the point. I'm not really able to find anything that I have trouble with, and that's okay. This is a little bit more modern of a poem, and I know that personally I tend to understand modern poems a little bit better. So that's why I'm not totally worried that there isn't anything marked as giving me trouble. Here are the parts that I really, really, really love. I love what you can see in this first stanza, because this is totally like childish kid things. I can think of my nieces and my nephews who are all young children, and I can see them doing this. I can see them just eating and eating and eating. I can see them just sitting down literally wherever they're at, even if it's not appropriate, and just like taking a break. I also really love this part. It makes me really sad and really depressed because it feels like my life right now, but I think that's what's so beautiful about it. I think this idea of the responsibilities that we have in our lives as adults, some of us even are the firstborn in our family, or one of the oldest, so we have these responsibilities, these societal responsibilities, these expectations in our cultures and in our lives, that we will be respectful people. We will be respectable people. We will wear clothes that keep us dry. We won't be those stupid people who they look really cute, but they're like walking around in the rain with like flip-flops on, or like heels, or a strapless shirt. And you're like, dude, it's like snowing outside. Like, wear clothes that are going to keep you warm. Like, yes, fashion, but also you got to take care of yourself. I love this idea that's printed here. And then I really like this last part, which is like, why don't I just start shocking my friends right now? I don't know. I just feel a good connection to this poem because, a lot of these things I've experienced in my life too. So I'm excited to read about what you have to say with this poem. And now you also have to make the hard decision. Which poem is better, Warning or Hope is the Thing with Feathers? I love them both, so I'm really glad I don't have to make the decision and that you are the one voting. Can't wait to see which one you think is better.